Hi, I'm planning to read 1,000 poems this year, and you should read them with me because it'll make your life more lovely. This is Emily Dickinson, number 63 from this collection. Haven't read it before. I'm going to read a bunch. Papa above! Regard a mouse, all powered by the cat, reserved within the kingdom a mansion for the rat. Snug in seraphic cupboards to nibble all the day, while unsuspecting cycles wheel solemnly away. Oh, the next one's 64, and I've read it before, so I'm going to link it below. 65. A little dog that wags his tail and knows no other joy. Of such a little dog I am reminded by a boy who gambols all the living day without an earthly cause, because he is a little boy, I honestly suppose. The cat in the corner dwells, her marshalled day forgot. The mouse, but a tradition now, of her desireless lot. Another class reminded me, who neither please nor play, but not to make a bit of noise, beseech each little boy. Alright, 66. Civilization spurns the leopard. Was the leopard bold? Deserts? Oh my god, I can never remember which one it is. Never rebuked her Satan. Aethiop her gold, tawny her customs. She was conscious, spotted, her dun gown. This is a leopard's nature, signor. Oh my gosh, I'm getting this all wrong. Need a keeper, frown. Pity the part that left her Asia. Memories of palm cannot be satisfied with narcotic, nor suppressed with balm. That one's quite different from some of the others that I've read of hers. Firstly, because it's talking about other places, and she normally keeps it pretty closed off. Like, she, I think, is a known kind of hermit, and didn't really leave. She wasn't particularly sociable, although she does talk about talking with people, but maybe they're and interacting with them. But maybe those were such huge events for her that it compelled her to write about it. But I think, yeah, she hasn't really mentioned other continents before and other kinds of animals and, birds, stuff, bugs. All right, 67. Within my garden, see, rides a bird. It's always a bird or a bug. Within my garden rides a bird, upon a single wheel, whose spokes a dizzy music make, as 'twere a travelling mill. Ooh. He never stops but slackens above the ripest rose, partakes without alighting, and praises as he goes, till every spice is tasted, and then his fairy gig reels in remoter atmospheres, and I rejoin my dog. And he and I perplex us. If positive, 'twere we, or bore the garden in the brain this curiosity, but he, the best logician, refers my clumsy eye to just vibrating blossoms and exquisite reply. 'Twere we. All right, 68. A rat surrender here, a brief career of cheer and fraud and fear, of ignominity's due. Let all addicted to beware. The most obliging trap, its tendency to snap, cannot resist. Temptation is the friend, repugnantly resigned at last. Oh, that's cool. All right, 69. Apparently there's lots of rats in this one. The rat is the concisest tenant, I suppose. The rat is the concisest tenant. He pays no rent, repudiates the obligation on scheme's intent, balking with wit to sound or circumvent. Hate cannot harm a foe so reticent. Neither decree prohibit him, lawful as equilibrium. Alright, I'll stop it after this one probably. 70. As the starved maelstrom laps the navies, as the vulture teased, forces the broods in lonely valleys, as the tiger eased, by butt of crumb of blood, fast scarlet, till he meet a man, dainty adorned with veins and tissues, and partakes his tongue, cooled by the morsel of a moment, grows a fiercer thing, till he esteem his dates and cocoa, a nutrition mean. I, of a finer famine, deem my supper dry, for but a berry of Domingo and a torrid eye. Oh my. Alright, I'll leave it at there. Yeah, I'm up to 71 now. Oh, they're quite different, you know. Like, all of the poems that I've been reading, I think I've read about, I don't know, 125 or 130 or something. I've got a spreadsheet of them, but I can't remember. I've just done a bunch and haven't written them down. They're all really different and all really have their own voice, obviously, but usually they kind of circle around something similar, like similar themes or similar pieces. And I don't know, just like really enjoy the humanity aspect of like this. There is this being with their perception, and you get a taste of what that perception is and who they are inside and how their sort of brains work and the things that they notice and things that they maybe don't notice or choose to make inconsequential because they haven't, created something that reflects those inconsequential pieces of their life. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of me.